Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delays today. We're having some slight technical issues due to unforeseen circumstances, but many props to Esme from the SG Tech crew for his last-minute assistance. With that being said, welcome to another glorious race of our Metroid Prime 1 and 2 Cross Game Cup. As always, I'm Marion, and joining me here is the one and only Bilo. How are you today, Bilo?
Hello, Speed Gaming. I am doing pretty great. We've got a fantastic race coming up right now. Would you like to tell us a bit more about the background of both teams here? Team Green versus Orange and Partners in Prime?
I absolutely can. We've Partners in Prime, Green versus Orange. On the Partners in Prime side, looks like we have Lucarius Lion and Dacian on your left side. And with our Orange versus Green, we have the one and only Bash Prime and Uncle Reggie going head to head. Both teams have a total of 6 rounds under their belt, 5 wins, 1 loss respectively, but they have not fought each other. This will be the first round that both teams have going head to head. With that being said, this is our quarterfinals of the losers bracket. Whichever team fails this match will be dropped from the tournament. The winner will progress to the next round. Let's go. What are you predicting for today's race, Bilo?
Oh, anything could happen. We've already had a crash before the game even started. So, this is going to be a fantastic seed. I'm calling it right now.
Alrighty. With you calling us fantastic, we have the countdown started. Our teams are getting ready to rock and roll. We're just about to get this going. Chat, you want to help us count us down from 1, 2, 3? That's okay. I don't know how to count backwards, but we're going to jump right into it anyway.
It's all right. Good luck to both teams and all 4 of our racers.
Yes, indeed. Echoes will be on the top, Prime on the bottom. As far as runners' agreements, I don't believe we have any, but I'm good.
We have vanilla suit damage reduction for Prime, and Echoes uses a new patcher.
Echoes using a new patcher, but yet we have a Sky Temple key immediately, and Dark Taurus is hiding in Aegon, Chozo, and another location with a missile expansion on Space Jump. Interesting location.
Alcove. I think he was the...
Yes, that's the room I'm trying to think of.
What was in landing site? Was that a Sonic Boom?
Well, we're in Great Temple,
no,
but that's a suit.
That's
looks like a suit icon. It looked like a Phazon. I'll agree with Chad. It did have a darker tinge to it.
Yes.
Okay, with this being said, Echo starts with Violet, gets him the immediate hint from Great Temple, and able to progress through our Violet door. That way they're not sitting locked behind anything.
Yep. In the meantime, the Prime players making good use of that starting missile launcher in order to get hints immediately from Artifact Temple.
Yes, we do have a suit underneath the landing site ship. Yeah, there's a landing ship. Well, it did technically land, but Echoes has Seekers. All right.
That is very interesting. Early Seekers. Right here on Artifact Temple. What do you think this would unlock right now?
Not too much, my friend. Seekers definitely helps with the Dark Alpha Splinter fight. Albert, respectfully. Albert's a great guy, but we want to get rid of him as fast as possible. It's a long, drawn-out fight. But with that being said, Seekers, it doesn't necessarily give us anything of importance this early. It does give us more missiles, so we have priority drops, thankfully, since we're over 10. Energy tank as well. I would say it gives some help over in Aegon Waste, and well, we got an artifact on Transport B access, so we'll keep that for memory. Let's see, with Sand Canyon for artifact.
All right, yeah, Uncle Reggie opting to check the artifacts right now.
Training Chamber access and Chozo.
Ooh, bit of a tough one.
Transport B, which we just saw.
Yep.
Gathering Hall, that's not terrible. Just need to make a detour to Lower Torvis soon.
Vault!
Thank Vault, that's just gonna be the nasty one.
Oh, and main PB is immediately on the Prime side in Transport Tunnel B, down in Talon Overworld.
Portal Chamber Light, that's not terrible. Plus we got an Amber Translator.
Oh.
Fiery Shores. Alrighty, and MQA.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is an A. I was scared that was a B for a second.
What, you were thinking OP?
Well, no, OP is elite quarters.
Oh, right. Well, we can still have OP.
As a treat.
Yeah.
Right, missile-related upgrade in Accursed Lake.
All right. And just for help, chat, artifacts are posted. For Transport Aegon Waste does have our boost ball for Prime. Well, that would help him out greatly. So,
All right, boost ball and power bombs very early on. However, we don't have morph ball.
No, but we do have a hint for Dark Beam, though.
And the prime grapple beam is over on the half pipe in Main Plaza.
Well, with boost ball being sent, they're able to get it right away.
Yeah, certainly.
All right, now here's the check that everybody dislikes in Echoes: Mining Plaza. Are we going to have an STK? Well, I can't necessarily see because I'm blind. That looks to be an expansion.
Didn't look like it. I think that was a light ammo expansion.
Yeah, it looked like an expansion.
And that was Sank Vault, K-Rar.
Correct. Thank Vault, and we do have a cheeseburger being sent from Prime to Echoes, and the main power bombs for Prime underneath the bridge.
Yep.
All right. Well, Echoes has a little bit of a journey. So with that being said, we have a Visor and Great Temple. That'll help us out later. We know that's either in Tumos or Transport A access.
That is correct.
All right, Bilo. Since we got a little bit of a journey to make with Echoes here, why don't you tell us about what's going on with Prime? What can we expect with this early equipment?
Okay, so well, at the moment, not much. We still need to find morph ball first. However, once we do get morph ball, power bombs early on will allow us to substitute for morph ball bombs in quite a few places, especially with that boost ball in hand. Also in Ruined Shrine, we can go up the half pipe without needing the use of space jump, and we can destroy the rubble in order to get all 3 checks in this room.
Speaking of bombs, I want to point out Echo's bombs are over in Aegon right away in
Oh yeah,
Portal
transport
access.
center. Oh yeah, that's what. That is portal access. My bad.
Transport Center is a different room, but did that just say space jump over in Sandcache?
Yes, you did see space jump over in Sandcache.
I go straight for labs. I go straight for not labs, Jump Guardian. If you got the equipment, you have the bombs, just go straight for Dark Aegon. And instead of finding Morph Ball, have an STK with information. Super missiles are 1 room away from Dark Beam. That's amazing information since we know Dark Beam's general location.
Yep, indeed. And also, as a gentle reminder to chat, there are no stupid questions. We are also here to answer some of them, and some of your fellow chatters might also help you out. So feel free to ask away.
Of course. But real quick, Lucarius Lion and Bash Prime will be running Echoes today, and Dacian with Uncle Reggie will be running Prime. And a Sunburst on Hive Mecha, that's wonderful.
Yep. And Lucarius also now just fighting Bomb Guardian.
Ooh, I like Bomb Guardian. There's multiple different ways to destroy them.
Yes, and we're looking to see the fastest here with Power Bombs, which straight up disintegrates it.
Yep. Power Bombs with 1 shot, Super Missiles 1 shot. Dark Beam will give you, I believe it's 4 charged Dark Beam shots.
It will paralyze it anyway.
Yeah, but you can just keep doing the stun lock over and over. You don't have to go into any phase.
Yep.
And with that being said, we are able to access Aegon Energy Controller, and I always get this wrong. I believe it's is it Aisha or Avok?
It is Aisha. Avok
Aisha.
is in Torvis.
Torvis, that's right. And Light Beam.
Ooh, Light Beam.
In...
Bioenergy production.
Oh.
Okay,
we have everything. We have everything we need for that.
That's correct.
Yeah, Bioenergies is the start of Aegon Labs. We only need missiles and space jump for it.
That is correct. And bombs. But we already have those 2.
Well, I know I'm correct. I might be. I don't know what I'm trying to go with. I lost my train of thought because of you.
Oh, so would you say that I made you derail?
We're gonna have a serious talk later on.
There's no such thing as a serious talk between us, you know it.
You're absolutely right, and that's why we're here yet again together, commentating a hectic race. All right, let's see. Echoes is in good position right now. Space jump, bombs, and missiles. Got everything they need outside of Dark Beam to do a full sweep of the start of Dark Aegon, excluding the Spider Check and Junction Site, and in Cache 4 for Dark Beam. So I would honestly start making my way towards Dark Aegon, but Bash is going to be Bash and goes right out of bounds.
Oh, perfect.
I believe what he's doing here, we're crossing Sand Canyon on the Light Beam. Light Beam block, we know Sand Canyon has an artifact, so most likely we're going out of bounds to get onto that Sand Canyon platform. We're going to load the room around him and just maneuver out of bounds to said platform.
Yes, we're gonna make use of the terminal full trigger in this room in order to respawn in bounds.
All right, and this trick right now that we're looking at, if I remember correctly, I believe he's trying to get prop vanilla cannonball, or he's
no,
to load out.
Vanilla cannonball, you can get it in Sank.
You're right.
In Worker's Path.
You're right. I'm thinking of a different room. I think we're trying to go out of bounds again.
Yes. Bash is trying to make use of a slight standable on just on the edge of the terminal fall trigger, and the wall in front of it has no collision, so you can just walk out of bounds.
While he's going for that, looks like Lucarius made the choice to go into Dark Aegon, which I personally think is good, but I'm not a runner, so. But it looks like both Dacian and Uncle Reggie are hanging by the tree over in Chozo.
So there's a very good reason for that, probably. That is because you can check what is inside the tree by slightly positioning yourself inside of a corner and jumping. The view bobbing can put your camera inside of the tree geometry, and that way you can check the items that is in there. And since they are both staying in there, this item was probably very important, and I'm guessing it's got a good chance to be Morph Ball if they've stopped everything for it.
Yeah, what I'm concerned with is how Echoes are on two different sides. Partners in Prime are over fighting Judgment Pit with Jump Guardian, and Bash is still trying to go out of bounds, so I'm curious as to which item's going to be coming first. Jump Guardian, of course, but... Say hello to Jump Guardian. Say goodbye to Jump Guardian.
Jump Guardian, what happened to your health?
Oh, nope. It seems like Prime has no logical plays. They're both in BK mode. Oh, that was fast! But there's your super missiles.
Yep.
With the red key and ventilation area A. And space jump in the tree. Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, space jump does open a few things.
Well, please explain away. I've got nothing on Echoes.
And wave beam, so that is definitely a Tower of Light play. That is pretty much the only thing that the Prime players can do right now without their Morph Ball in hand. And I think it is very likely that we will see Morph Ball in Tower Chamber.
Alrighty, well, with that being said, it looks like Bash is doing some questionable movement. I'm gonna have to watch the replay, see what super missile was hinted. Was it well? It said one away from the Dark Beam, but that's Judgment Pit. So does that? Yeah, okay. So it's Prime supers that were hinted over in Temple, with following one room away equals Dark Beam locked behind Spider Ball. Okay, I agree with Chad. It's possible that Ash misread the supers. He thought it was his, and well, granted, the supers didn't specify. It's because it just said A or the, so it doesn't specify the player. I need to look at the replay on everything. Gosh, I'm missing a lot. That's what happens.
Well, even if it didn't specify, Reggie has been in BK for quite a while now, waiting for his own supers, and Bash. Yeah, Bash is probably just waiting for. Well, no, that's not what I meant. Reggie has probably yelled at Bash to stop screwing around in out of bounds and actually get his super missile, because that is the one thing he's waiting for.
He did do it. He did check ventilation area A, which he has no access. Well, he did have access to, but he had to go out of bounds to get out of Sand Canyon.
Yeah,
There's no progression.
Taking the reset has been the faster option.
Yeah, there's no way out. But I will say we did find Prime Morph Ball over in Tower of Missiles.
Yeah, Tower Chamber.
Yeah, it was under the water though, which needed Wave Beam.
Well, I mean, you already need Wave Beam to get to Tower of Light, so...
Yeah, come on, let me have this one.
Well, you can have some validation over in Transport Center.
I'll gladly take validation. It's great. It doesn't do anything except for story progression. And yes, Bash did reset as he was out of bounds, and there's no exit. So we did have to do a full reset, and because Bash did not save, we have to do the entire progression over again with Aegon. But yes, it was a reset. So we gotta kill Albert, we're gonna get that energy tank, we have our Seekers previously sent. And now is a good time to mention that for those of you unfamiliar with randomizers for this script, anything your partner sends you of yours will stay anytime you reset or load a save. That item does not get deleted. You will get it the next time you boot up your save or reset. That way we prevent impossible seeds.
Yes, and that is a very widespread technique in CGC in general. Allows you to gain a lot of time. Allows you to get out of soft locks in order to get items for your teammates.
It helps, but sometimes there are some really stupid logic trains.
Yes.
I've had a few of them, and I don't wish to discuss them. Alright, progressing on. Looks like Prime's the way to go while Echoes does some backtracking. With Echoes, since we have missiles in hand on our scan visor, we did our full loop on Lucarius' side, so now we're going to move to Hive Chamber A and B. We are able to get both checks here, as DMT does not spawn in until Bombarding is defeated. And we see that over on Dacion's side, over in Watery Hall, we've got a Lonely Missile expansion, so we know we don't need to come back here.
Yep. Cutting it close with the health as always. No E-Tank for Prime is going to start being a little dangerous sometime.
Speaking of dangerous, here's Dark Missile Trooper, one of the deadliest enemies in the game. And now he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, there's an X-ray visor.
Oh, and with Grapple Beam also early on in Logic, this probably hints at Upper Root Cave, which looks like Dacian is going to go for immediately.
Alright, well, with that being said, Echoes doesn't have much there. Well, they do have some things they can do. But we're just going through our Hype Chamber and Aegon, again, respectively from both teams.
Yep,
but with the Various suit... Okay, it was not Phazon. Bilo, give us some insight what's going on here with Dacian while Reggie waits for supers. What are we looking at?
So, we have Varia in hand and Power Bombs as well, so a Magmor play is currently available, especially with Wave Beam in hand. We could go to Fendrana and do a part of Labs, although we don't exactly have Boost Ball to go through Observatory in there right now. That being said, the number one priority and the closest in proximity would be Root Cave, that is put in logic by Space Jump, X-Ray, and Grapple Beam. So, what Dacian is probably going to do is go to Root Cave, check the upper item, maybe go for the Arbor Chamber wall crawl, go down into Magmor, and head to Fendrana.
Alrighty, well, always love a daily insight. Well, we like you said, you mentioned that Various suit, so that's got to do something for him.
Oh, it is absolutely going to. There is not much that Dacian can do in Chozo without main morpho bombs. Zoid would be a soft lock, and can't go through Energy Core because you need bombs for the puzzles. And
Missile related on Ing Reliquary. I don't get that. I will answer chat's question of questioning what Bash did with a warp. Yes, and in the Randomania, we do have what's called a save warp, or a warp to start. At any save station, including your ship, you're able to hit the no option and warp to your starting room. In this case, it would be Great Temple main energy controller. So wherever we are, we know safe warping exists. Well, enjoy the knowledge.
No,
Take the knowledge.
I think we're more confused as to why Bash worked, and I confess I wasn't following.
Well, based on his location, I think he's trying to go back to the start of Aegon and continue a loop.
Yeah, perhaps.
He still hasn't made any progress in Dark Aegon, so I would say that he's going back to Aegon to do that dark loop. It's the next thing in his progression. He could go to GFMC Compound, but it wouldn't be viable, as there's not much over there currently. There's more to do with Aegon.
Yes, and speaking of echoes, it looks like we have some important item here in the Grand Wind Chamber. It looked like a ball.
I really hope that's not, because that's really bad.
Yes.
But amazing first try bunny hop with Lucarius, though.
Yep, fantastic E-dash in order to get an early Spider Ball for Prime 1.
Oh, and he made it first try in the return as well. That's really good with Spider Ball.
And getting a red key from Short Tunnel here. Dark Aegon Key 2. Ooh.
Well,
the key hunt begins.
That could be good, and I can't confirm what's on Grand Wind Chamber, unfortunately. I need to look at a replay. But Bash still has no bombs, so we're relying on that singular power bomb expansion to do all the bomb work. Which thankfully does destroy the sand.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit of an unfortunate start here from Team Green versus Orange. But it is still early on in the race, and I am fairly certain that they have the total capacity of catching up.
I completely agree, but it looks like there's our Fiery Shores artifact.
Right, and what we're seeing from Dacian here is a wall boost. So Dacian doesn't have bombs, so he can't exactly do those jumps. So instead, he substitutes the jumps by simply boosting into the slope in the wall here and using the boost ball in order to gain upwards momentum in order to substitute for the bomb jump.
And with that visor hint over in Great Temple, we realize it's our Dark Visor. That's going to be helpful when we get to Dark Aegon.
That is especially helpful considering we have early Seekers as well.
Yeah, we got a good track for Sang, but I would if I was Lucarius in this position, I would make a beeline back for Aegon Wastes and do some cleanup in labs. We've got the missiles, we have Space Jump, we have a Dark Visor, which is great for Battlegrounds in cache. And we've got Spider Ball now, so there, boom, go right for Dark Aegon. Don't worry about anything else right now. Get the Dark Beam while you can.
Oh, absolutely. And we've also got quite a few E-Tanks in hand already. Only 21 minutes in, and we have like 5 E-Tanks, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, Space Jump in hand also gets us the artifact on Transport B access. We can just do a slope jump and crawl right into the little exit and grab it.
Yep, Dacian having nice health thanks to the Triclops, and Bash Prime also going for the Dark Aegon play.
Point out to chat right now, Uncle Reggie is in logical BK mode. There is no logical progression with his current equipment. His progression lays in the tree, which is his own space jump. In order to access that, we need Prime Supers, which are off of Jump Guardian. We haven't grabbed those yet, but we are about to in the next 3 minutes. So that will get Uncle Reggie moving.
And that is especially unfortunate for Reggie, because he has definitely shown that he can manage this game without Morphball with some out of bounds, as he has demonstrated in his previous GDQ run in 2022 with the Multiworld. So It is most unfortunate that Reggie literally can't do anything, even outside of logic.
Yeah, well, give him just a few minutes, Bilo. Once Reggie gets moving, he doesn't stop.
Oh, absolutely. With Space Jump in hand, Reggie will be unstoppable.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Everyone is stoppable at some point. Just like me in Unseen Way. I will never live that moment down.
What? You mean to tell me that the Dark Visor platform couldn't stop you from falling?
Well, it's a matter of not knowing there was a platform.
Huh.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But for now, let's check in on our runners, see what's going on.
Right. Dacian making the trip back to Chozo Ruins.
What are
we
your
have
thoughts on it?
We have gotten Spider Ball now, so there's a bit of cleanup that's available at the moment. However, if I were at Dace's place, I might be going for Fendrana from Workstation. But Dace is definitely a much better player than I am, so I could be mistaken in making this assumption. But we still have quite a few checks waiting in Fendrana, especially with Wave Beam in hand. And as KR is pointing, we could also have a Vanilla Ice. Yes, that is correct. So checking for late Chozo could be an option if we had bombs. I'm just noticing on the tracker, I forgot we don't have bombs on Dace's side, so I think it's a no-go for now. Oh no, and unfortunately it looks like Bash didn't, Bash jumped Guardian enough, and still has a bit of health left over.
To comment on the Echoes real quick. Yes, it is progressive suit, dark suit, light suit for Echoes. As far as I'm aware, they have not separated the two for this. And it is the same icon. So yes, there are no suits for either Echoes.
Unfortunately, Dacian is going to have to fight the Prime Drop System for a Power Bomb, as there seems to be an important item in Magma Pool. Thankfully, though, we have some beetles nearby in the tunnels, and those tend to drop a lot of Power Bombs.
Yeah, but the Prime Drop System could fight them on this one. I guess not. Nope, we got it.
It tends not to. Those beetles are pretty reliable sources of PBs.
Speaking of power bombs, Bash is about to be real happy with his main power bombs off of the ledge. Oh.
And we are checking Broom Closet, which has an STK.
Yep, STK and Trial Tunnel. And we have a power bomb. We're gonna bomb the wall.
Oh, absolutely! It was an important screw attack.
All right, well, we got some movement we can do with that. Followed by the Artifact of Strength.
Absolutely. Oh, and a ball in Training Chamber. That's the boost ball is in Training Chamber. Oh, that is disgusting.
Yep. Ash is playing loose and dangerous with his health. Gotta be careful with only one energy tank.
Yeah, and Training Chamber is a pretty bad check, because that is a room for which you need, certainly Spider Ball and Boost Ball, logically, and I think Super Missiles as well.
What are you thinking of? This Training Chamber in Lower Torvus?
No, Training Chamber in Chozo Ruins.
Okay, nope. Then I would believe you are correct then. And by the way, nope, I got nothing. I had something and I lost it. That's great.
Oh, bless you, Marion.
Thanks. real helpful. Alright, so we have Reggie moving through Tower of Missiles, which is good.
Yep, about to get his Morph Ball from Tower Chamber.
Alright, well, while we have backtracking going on, it looks like Lucarius moving through Aegon Labs. Bash moving for cleanup over in Aegon so that Reggie can move, which he's doing so now. I'd say Bash is about to go for Aegon Labs as well with Space Jump.
Yes.
Bioenergy.
We do have a light beam to gather there.
I'm gonna answer chat real quick. How bad is the seed? Currently, on a scale of 1 to 5, I would put it at a 2. What would you rate it, Bilo?
Oh yeah, well, this is a seed that has yet to show its fangs.
That's fair, but for its current level of nonsense.
Oh, well, I'd have to agree with you for now.
For now, yeah. For now, it's a 2 out of 5 on the difficulty setting. As far as items between the randomizers, anything and everything can be sent over. All your beams, your translators, base jumps, through attack, missiles, all your missile systems, movement systems.
Absolutely
systems.
everything.
Everything you could think of can be exchanged between both games. The only exception for what we're doing is the power beam. For obvious reasons, we're going to start with power beam and not just so we have some consistency. We're not going to try to start with a random beam.
Yes, and well, yes, we can also shuffle power beam as well as scan visor, but for these settings and for consistency's sake, we're not doing that.
All right, some important notes. Reggie has just picked up his various suit from behind landing site. Sky Temple Key 6 has been sent from Dacian, thanks to Zoid.
Yes, and especially now, since Dacian doesn't have bombs right now, so this is logically a soft lock. However, Dacian can do a wall boost in order to get out of Burn Dome. However, those are 2 consecutive expert wall boosts in the logic, so they are definitely not free.
No, they are not, my friend. I do want to mention Lucarius pulled off an amazing first try out of bounds over in bioenergy to peak storage C.
Ooh, fantastic.
He either knows he doesn't have to come back here, or the other thing. With the other thing being, Dark Samus 1 is instantly annihilated with our power bombs. You think she's the main antagonist of this game? No, I'm sorry. Just a little power bomb will destroy her.
And Dacian, well, just not opting for the wall boost and instead using the pivot save that he had made earlier. At least we do know that there's an SDK that's been sent over there, and we do not need to go back fight Zoid. So even if Dacian has reset, this is a net positive for him.
Oh. Nope, I think that's a dead check. All right, Dark Oasis information is beam related. That's any of our charge combos, but I don't think Super Missiles falls under missile system.
Nope,
no, it is
it does fall
charge
a
system.
charge combo.
Yeah, and with a beam related, I highly doubt Dark Oasis will be needed.
It is unlikely, but not impossible.
You're correct, but I doubt it. But what is that on top of Doomed Entry? Is that our Annihilator? Nope, unlimited beam ammo. Sweet.
Well, this could be useful very early on.
Absolutely. Malin, I see you judging me in chat. I say that now. I know. I'm going to bite my words later on.
Marion, we're both in the commentary booth. We are constantly being judged by chat. How does that make you feel?
I feel like someone's finally paying attention to me. I'm happy. Oh, that sounds sad. No, I like it. It's always good to talk with chat.
Absolutely. All right, and Reggie going for Macmore at the moment. Bash is going for the out of bounds again.
For ventilation area A. And make his way to the backside of labs. Unless he's going straight for Sand Canyon.
Well, could be an option. Bash doesn't have screw attack yet, so
not yet.
I don't exactly see the point of doing that. We have space jump. We have bombs.
But we have. Oh, did Lucarius? How many tanks does Lucarius have? He should have enough. Yeah, did Lucarius check the in cache here on Battleground? He's got Dark Visor for it.
I haven't seen that.
We'll have to double check it later. All right, let's see. So we got Bash trying to go out of bounds in Sand Canyon. Licarius is making his way through Dark Labs, going for Light World. Now that we've cleared out Feeding Pit. Dacian is over in Magmore, and Uncle Reggie is in Magmore.
Yep, Dacian going for that play I suggested earlier. Oh, and what do we have here in Workstation? It looks like a progressive suit for Echoes. And also, Proctor, don't you worry. After spending some time with us in the booth, you will absolutely understand why we deserve the bullying.
You know, you could show us a little bit of respect, Bilo. Come on. But I completely agree with you. You didn't have to be so blunt about it. Let's focus on the main event here. We got Bash trying to go. We got Bash going out of bounds again. We're gonna skip Dark. We're gonna skip Dark Samus 1 and move right around to the front.
Sanctuary play. Interesting. Oh, did Bash already get... No, that's Lucarius.
Lucarius is on your left.
Yes, I was looking at the wrong screen.
No, Bash just entered Dark Samus 1.
Yep, and indeed a workstation progressive suit.
Alrighty, that's our dark suit. That is our dark suit. Now, Bash not entering the room as you need Dark Beam to leave it. But now we are going to go out of bounds so that we can actually get out of main reactor. Well, we don't need to go out of bounds. We're just going to do a bomb jump. That'll work.
Yes, there's no need to go out of bounds for that.
Well, I thought it was going to go back towards ventilation area A. That's what I thought.
Oh,
I didn't think
right.
No, it looks like he's going for backwards labs.
Well, he still has a light beam to collect in bioenergy production.
Oh, that's fair. I don't know why I would try to go backwards then. I forgot about the light beam after we collected it.
All right, and Lucarius is over at Spider's Treasure, checking for Hazing Cliff first.
Hazen Cliff has a lovely energy tank. More E.
Oh, and Prime is also starting to get a bit healthy here at 3 E tanks.
All right, let's break this down. Carius is moving through Sank. He's got the equipment he needs for some early Sank checks on Spider's side. Bash doing backwards labs to collect light beam and check the storage C.
And super missiles in Quarantine Monitor for Echo.
Well, we have somewhat of a Thardus. Oh, we do have a Thardus fight. Alrighty, chat. Have fun with Thardus.
Yes, so, in order to explain a bit of what's going on here, Dacian here is making use of the Power Bomb Blast Radius to instantly vaporize 2 of Thardus' rocks. So the main thing with Thardus is you don't necessarily need the Thermal Visor to discover its weak spots, as the sequence is always the same and remains unaltered between fights. So right now, Dace is opting to aim for the right arm. Unfortunately, Dace doesn't have bombs, and bombs are a paramount tool in uncovering the vulnerable rocks when we don't have thermal. Here we have neither thermal nor bombs, so we're kind of gonna have to free aim our way there, which is gonna be a little time consuming. Thankfully, we have that power bomb tech to help us. And indeed, I do believe thermal is required by logic.
While we have a Thardus fight, give us some insight onto Reggie's side now that he's moving again, Bilo. What are we looking at?
Alright, so it looks like, by the looks of it, Reggie is just about cleaning up Gozo Ruins. I think he came here from Magmore into the Sun Tower elevator.
He did.
Yes, so... I'm not sure. I think we're looking at some. Oh yeah, right. We're checking Magma Pool. We have Grapple Beam and Logic. We have Wave Beam. We have Varia. This is absolutely in Reggie's reach.
Speaking of reach, we've got another Dark Aegon key over the Carius side over in my Station B, over in little storage cache areas. He's the Hive Temple information if we ever need that, which we most likely won't, as we can backdoor quad. Brew attack has been sent by Reggie to Bash, now that Bash is able to break the game completely. speakers being in hand, we're clearing out the mining station B side over on Partners in Prime, which is always a good thing.
Yep. And right now, Dacian is also just finishing up the Thoris fight, making use of the super missiles, and just about to finish off Thoris with a power bomb here, if we still have one, and we do.
I'm assuming Bash is most likely going for the FMC compound. That's an amber lock. We're going to put that up for later. I go for compound. Yeah, screw tech now. Check wind chamber section. And we did all that work for a missile.
Unfortunate, but we do have Fendrana access now.
Well, let's go to Fen then. Let's have some fun in the snow. And we have Reggie picking up a lovely X-ray visor. Yeah, that's what I thought you're doing, Bash. You're going right for the compound.
Definitely not a bad shout at this moment.
But no, we've got power bombs. We can get through Trooper Security Station. We can get what's it called? Communications area.
Yep.
The FMC compound, both items. Wind chamber gateway and grand wind chamber, both items. It's always good to get the checks out of the way.
What was that in Ice Range West? I think that was a missile expansion, but I am not certain I saw that right.
Yeah, it looked like it. I'd confirm the suspicions. No, I don't think Bash is going towards Sank. We have no dark visor to really get into the main entrance.
We
could check Sank entrance though. That is open.
We also don't have Boost Ball, but on the other hand, we have just located Emerald thanks to Dacian in Fen Canyon.
Oh, I could have sworn Boost Ball was sent. Nope, that must have been Spider Ball.
Nope, Boost Ball was in Training Chamber, and I don't think that was sent.
No. No, otherwise he'd be using it right now.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Supers, we can backdoor out of meet through the back door and get right back to landing site from meeting grounds. Well, instead of doing that, let's go check Hall of Honor dead.
Yeah. Even though we don't have Boost Ball at the moment, we can still see what the item is within the glass. The Seekers aren't missing, which is a rare occurrence, and it doesn't look like there's anything interesting.
Yeah, it is pretty fair. So I am wrong. No one has the Boosty Ball. Prime has Boost Ball, so I see it.
Yep, that is correct.
Echoes does not. But we can see what's on Defiled Shrine, which holds a missile-related upgrade. For Prime. Where is the Prime Spider Ball? Prime Spider was in Prime's own game, I believe.
No, I think it was on Echo's game. If I recall correctly, it was found in... Is it in Aegon?
Yeah, well, it had to be Aegon. Oh, you're right. It's right there.
Yeah.
Chamber Gateway. Because we made a comment on it.
Yes.
We really should write this stuff down. We're very unprepared commentators.
Well, if we were to take the time to write stuff down, we would also miss out on some of the action.
You mean like the action how it progresses suit is one room away from Corvus Grove?
Yes.
Meaning that's either underground tunnel or Med Vista?
That is correct.
If only there was a tracker. You know what? Thanks. Yeah, listen, we're sitting here looking like dummies, and yet there's a tracker. We're getting called out by chat pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's fair. But no, we're using auto trackers as chat pointers for the tournament instead of having an actual physical tracker like we usually do.
Yeah, 4 screens at a time does tend to be a little much. And as we've proven several times, it's also a bit much for two people.
But we make the most of it.
Absolutely.
That being said, due to Lucarius having super missiles, we are going to enter Torvus Bog. So say hello to Torvus, where we find a missile related on Poison Bog. We are going to check Path of Roots. We do have Grapple Beam and Screw Attack, so we can get the item. Bash has collected the Dark Visor off the Transport A axis here in Great Temple. But a Gravity Boost is an ATS. So again, ATS hides progression. Someone contact Astral and let him know what he's caused. I'm sorry, but last time Astral had his Morph Ball bombs on ATS in his own game. But now we've got Gravity Boost. And when we get to ATS currently, well, if we go through, we don't have Boost Ball to go through that way. If we go through Thank,
I think we can.
I think if we go through Thank, through Aegon Sand Canyon side, we could. We go through Thank Spider.
Yeah.
But that depends if we need lower Torvus. Meanwhile, we're going to find that on Great Bridge, we have a Dark Burst, which is great if you want to activate Morph Ball bomb slots without the use of bombs.
Right, so, yeah. ATS is the Dark Watch Station in Sanctuary's Fortress. It is very close to the room where you get Screw Attack, right in between Vault and Sanct Temple.
You know, it's a pretty long margin, right?
Not that much.
Oh, nice Screw Attack on Lucarius and the pirate ships. That was great.
Oh,
second trick. Alrighty, but with that being said, let's take a break from Echoes and check back in on our Prime players for a minute.
Right, so it looks like Reggie is still waiting. Probably is stuck without much to do. But in the meantime, we do have Dace checking out labs. Still no Ice Beam, though, so this is gonna be... If we find nothing on lab, this might just be a reset. As Dace probably made a pivot save over in Ruined Courtyard. And would you look at that? It's an Annihilator Beam.
Well, I sure am happy to see that. Followed by Ice Beam and Dark Worship.
That is accessible.
Yes, it is. We can go straight. We can go straight forward. If how good does Ice Beam help Dacian in this current moment?
Well, right now it would be fantastic timing to check out Farfen like right away. If Lucarius can find a save station and pivot save in order to get this Ice Beam rather quickly, Dace can just wait here and just continue through Farfen. And it looks like it's what Dace is going to do, as he is buffering as much time as he can by getting that Dark Aegon Q1 and indeed pausing. So it sounds like team partners in Prime are going to be partners in crime in stealing that Ice Beam.
Alrighty, well, while we do the Ice Beam, what is Bash doing? We just came from out of bounds into...
Ooh, no. Dace opting for the reset instead.
Wow. I guess Bash just took a faster way to get to this section of Aegon. While Reggie's going out of bounds to check the plasma beam door over in, was that Root Cave? Or Arbor Chamber? I'm always terrible with Prime names.
Root Cave is the tall room, and Arbor Chamber is the plasma locked room on top.
Alright, so I was right. It is Arbor Chamber.
Yes, it is correct that 47 minutes in, and Prime still doesn't have bombs.
We're gonna have to make a note of that for later.
Yep.
Let me write that down. But Bash finally is going to get his Dark Beam now that his Spider Ball is here. That gets us immediately to Inkatch 4 and doing some lab cleanup.
Absolutely. And Team Green versus Orange is still in a tight position right now.
Yeah, but they're still working on it. But what about You see that? Prime bombs and phase-on mines.
That is a possibility.
If you had to
I'm
put them.
okay. So it can't be. Well, it can be in upper mines, but we'd have to enter mines from a Magmor workstation. So Central Dynamo is a possibility as well. Mines surprisingly doesn't require bombs in a lot of places. Actually, just mostly power bombs. PPC is also a possibility.
Speaking of possibilities, we have the carries moving through Pod W. We're going to collect that ice beam for Dace.
Yep. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that almost all of mines is possible.
And Bash just came out of Crossroads. It looks like nothing of importance on Crossroads, unless I didn't see that properly.
Oh, right. And as Miriel is pointing out in chat, you do need bombs for Central Dynamo. Because of the little tiles you have to blow up with bombs in order to progress.
And Bash has his dark suit courtesy of Magmor.
Yep.
Which gets us an ETM, so we can finally get validation after 45 minutes. 49 minutes, close enough. And we are in Lower Torvus on Lucarius' side. We don't have gravity boost, but what we do have is a screw attack.
Yep, and with screw attack, we can do anything.
Or we can just flat out jump to the platform. That works as well.
Yes, so what Lucarius did here is called an underwater dash. So basically in Echoes, the way water physics work is at the first frame of your jump, you still get the full speed as if you were in the air, and then the water slowdown applies. However, if you lock your speed by holding L and R, and at the first frame, you will lock your speed at the full ground speed of a jump. Therefore, you will sort of dash forward. And that is the technique that Lucarius has used in order to close the distance from a Hydrodynamo station, and in order to skip going all the way around Lower Torvus.
That being said, I'm sorry, chat, but you will not be seeing Chica today. Chica is not required. It's only hiding a missile expansion.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, no?
What?
You just... Never mind.
Well, we're just Kachikaing through this.
You know, I knew you were going to make a bad pun. I didn't think it was going to be on that. I didn't know when you were going to make it this race, but there it was.
Just don't be a chicken, all right?
All right, you know what? You know what?
What, you're telling me I can't get a lot of chi cash with that?
You know, the chat's already talking to the mods trying to get you banned from commentating for this.
And they're absolutely right.
I'll support that decision.
But we'll see if they can.
All right, I think you've used that one too many times. Let's get back to the heat of things where we find a spider ball hint. And we're going to check to see Dungeon has a missile related for Dace, which is Prime. And now chat's getting in on the jokes. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Hey, TGC, I mean, I have more than one cheek up my sleeve.
I'm so glad I'm not going to be watching the restream of this. Moving right along, let's get back on track here. Artifact of Truth has been sent from Sand Canyon. We finally had that one that Batch has been taunting this entire time. Uncle Reg is fighting Thardus, courtesy of X-Ray Visor and Power Bombs. Granted, we don't have thermal, but we don't really need it.
Yeah, right now, all of our runners are kind of rushing cheek density. think
run.
I think I
I'm-
broke Marion.
No, I'm just not. I'm choosing not to comment on it, but we know Plasma Beam is up to 3 rooms away from Bitter Well.
Oh, okay.
If that's Bitter Well, is Bitter Well light or dark? I feel like it's dark.
I think it's dark.
Let me double check. That's gonna be bugging me if I don't find out. I've got a map
Yes.
here.
Chica tends to bug people.
Once the map loads. Game.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Nai. Bitterwell is the room that is connecting Phazon Grounds and Dark Oasis, I believe. Not Dark
Yeah.
Oasis, Feeding Pit.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first room where you meet the Ink Claws.
Yeah, Bitter Well. What is it? Up to 3 rooms away?
I think so. Oh!
It could be. It could be feeding.
No,
pit.
no, I'm interrupting you right there. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have a visor on Airy.
What? What?
Eh.
No! No, it can't be! It can't-
We might have, let me... Yes, it's a major on Airy. Airy is required, folks! Rejoice!
Okay. I'm gonna
Chat-
need more coffee.
Chat, can we see some Airy jams? Thank you very much.
No.
Yes!
Philo? No.
Marion.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go, you agree.
No, that's not what I meant! Oh, curse you, underground tunnel! Someone let Captain MD know what's happening!
And we also have something hinted at Bash Red, but I missed it.
It
I
said
was
Cobalt-
overjoyed.
Cobalt was
Cobalt
in
and
sync.
sank.
Oh, that tells me that sort of leads me towards that Cobalt is on Airy.
No,
Or it could be Vanilla Echo.
I mean, we could have Vanilla O'Lear and Vanilla Echo.
And information for the progressive student Torvis, which we now know was Underground Temple. And you see a nice hint of that silver dark suit over on Bash's side.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think now's the time to point out these various colors is not a glitch. There is a section allowed where you can put the multiplayer suit colors into the actual main game.
Yes, that is the doing of the new patcher.
But we most likely are about to see our Sky Temple key hints courtesy of Bash Prime.
Oh yeah, definitely not a bad shot to go for hints at the moment.
No, but we have. So we're gonna take a quick little break from our normal progression and take our eyes to see where our hints are. We know one is on Trial Tunnel, a second one is someplace that I couldn't read in time. But now let's figure out, where are we going? Where do we need to go for this game?
Oh, 4 SCKs already.
Oh, I must have missed a lot.
Alright, so we have
Magmore Caverns,
Caverns,
Reactor Core,
Reactor Core,
Phazon Grounds.
Phazon Grounds.
That's always a long check to get.
Yep. Main Quarry. Right.
Corvus Temple
And
Access.
Temple Access.
And he's intending to save and quit, or in this case just quit and reset the last save so he can exit Sky Temple grounds. So I've got Trial Tunnel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 3 keys. Don't remember where they are. But Reggie is attempting to go out of bounds again.
Is he?
Nope. Hey, look, I thought he was looking at a different wall. Just trying to
No,
slope jump up. Just trying to slope jump up.
No, that's just the regular ruined courtyard climb.
Yep, I thought he was looking at a different wall.
Oh, and we have also found phase-on suit on Dace's side. Was in vent shaft. Thank you, chat. So Ice Beam was in Echo's Pod W.
And Bash attempted to go for a triple bomb jump, screw it, space jump, in so they can get sand processing without boost ball, and he lands it. Don't fall.
Oh.
Why is Plasma Beam in Incash 2? Why is it hiding there?
Okay, so Marion, do you remember that 2 out of 5 you gave that seed?
Yeah.
Well, we may have required Airy. We have Plasma on Incash 2. We still don't have Prime 1 bombs.
I'd like to upgrade this to a Category 5 seed.
Yeah, I think you owe this seed an apology.
No, I'm not apologizing!
Don't worry, if you're not apologizing willingly, this seed will make you.
Oh. No, try me! Try me, seed! What can you throw at us? And by us, I mean the runners. Look, I'm not the one injured by this.
Yeah, just way to appropriate other people's pain, Marion.
Oh, you know me so well, Bilo. All right, let's get back on track here. Let's keep these viewers entertained with what these runners are up to.
Yeah. In the meantime, Reggie has been kind of stopping just beneath the door. Reggie does this in order to avoid the fight trigger that would usually occur when going to this room here for the first time. So the trigger is just a bit further from the door than normal, so you can kind of slip in a comfortable position and then jump up the ceiling of where you came from and just skip the fight trigger just like that.
Yeah, meanwhile, looks like Dacion's moving through phase-on mines, courtesy of that recently acquired plasma beam. Yep. Maybe he'll... Oh, we found a nothing item underneath the little cap.
Yep.
Well, and we have a missile expansion on cooling chamber. That's not going to do us any well. But thanks to Dark Beam and Dark Visor. Well, we can't check Hive Gyro unless we go out of bounds. There is an Echo Gate blocking us though, so that's what I'm thinking Bash is going to do. Is going to go out of bounds in Hive Dynamo to bypass the what you call it, the Echo Lock.
Yeah.
Or no, he's going to use the Dark Visor Seekers to open up the portal to the Light World, so he doesn't need to worry about the Echo Gate, which looks to be what he's doing. Alrighty, that works.
Yes,
that gets us into main gyro chamber.
And on the topic of Hive Gyro, that is actually one of the few out of bounds that are in Logic, because it is a single room out of bounds, which are the only out of bounds accounted for in Logic. As long as you have to transition rooms, it doesn't count as a single room out of bounds anymore, and it will not be accounted for in the Randovania Logic.
And we have a missile-related system on Hive Dynamo, which we don't need. Dark Torvus Key 1, courtesy of Thermal Visor, which we don't need as well. Lucaria's going for what I believe to be a warp. Yeah, he's going for a safe warp out of Dark Labs. Now that we're done here, I would... he's already did a Torvus check. I'd go for Sync Entrance.
And as Nai is pointing out in chat, do you think that partners... Ball. Yeah. Do
they need anything else?
Ball. But I do think that Boost Ball is accessible by Dacian right now. We have Boost, Supers, and a Spider to do Training Chamber.
And yes, no information on GVO on Sheikah yet. That was sent to Partners in Prime. Let's see, what else are they missing? Portal chamber light. They can get the portal chamber light. Training chamber access. Transport B. Gathering hall.
Dace is currently fighting OP.
I think right now it's a hunt for Echo's boost ball. Echo's Echo.
And prime bombs.
And prime bombs, yeah. It's more or less a hunt. Whoever finds the bombs first will have in my opinion, have the stronger advantage.
Yeah.
Does Prime need bombs?
I'm not sure, actually. But it would be a really great help. Although a bombless seed is definitely possible, I feel like, given the right conditions. We've gone this far without bombs.
Yeah, guess we have.
Right, so Dacian here going for the one cycle with only charged plasma shots. Dacian here needs to make sure that only fully charged plasma shots hit the OP, and he just executed flawlessly. Oh! Cannonball on OP!
Well, we don't necessarily need Cannonball right now, but we'll certainly take it.
It will be useful for Emperor too.
Yes, it will. Alright, but what keys are we missing on Lucarius' side?
Overgrown Cavern. That's a freebie.
Reactor core over in Sank. Need Spider Ball for that.
All right, Kira is pointing out in chat, we will have to lose Cannonball because of Airy.
That's fair, yeah. Airy requires cannon.
Well, no, it requires you to lose it because the glass only breaks by pure boost ball damage. Cannonball damage does not work.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, this is gonna be... This seed is something.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna say this right now. At the start of this seed, about a half hour in, we gave this seed an overall rating of 2 out of 5 on the difficulty scale. Currently, this seed has become a Category 5 hurricane. We are at Category 5 status.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Well, there's that ATS item over in the distance.
Oh, yeah. That is gravity boost.
Well, let's go get it. We know we need lower...
Why not?
I don't think we need lower Torbus. Yes, we do. I need to
we have some hints together there.
Yeah, I mean, at least for the information-wise, it'd be good.
What happened with Bash over there? That was a weird terminal fall.
Yeah, he slid down the platform, couldn't catch the ledge in time.
Yeah.
He went straight down. He just normally fell through the actual... He didn't fall through anything, he just went down.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I thought this was just an Echo's terminal fall moment, just like in Unseen Way, where the terminal fall trigger is surprisingly low. In the meantime, Reggie, speaking of falling, is out of bounds, checking Chozo Ice Temple.
Jeez, Reggie being out of bounds, what a shock. Alright, what's the purpose of doing Chozo Ice Temple out of bounds, Bilo?
In the absence of plasma, it allows us to check which item is in there. So it gives us a little peek and extra information. As well, if you execute it flawlessly, which unfortunately Reggie fell down, so he will have to either jump back up or take the reset. You can just get back in bounds. You don't necessarily do the infinite speed, because it is not R8, so it is forbidden for this race.
Yep, it is an illegal trick. By the way, we found Cobalt.
Oh. Where was that?
In Sank. And Reggie and Bash showing that you don't need Spider Ball to get Sank's main reactor, or reactor core, pardon me. We can just do a bomb jump on top of the glass and just jump right to the key.
Absolutely, and Lucarius also showing a pretty neat secret world here. So this room still has the morph ball hole from its Dark World version, and you can just jump through it and go out of bounds just like that. And doing a ceiling warp, this is a very accessible out of bounds for people who are wondering on how to do echoes out of bounds. This is a very neat starter trick and a pretty useful one as well. Oh, and speaking of out of bounds, it looks like Reggie has managed to Aether jump his way back up Johto Ice Temple, which is especially impressive considering Prime out of bounds is much harder than Echoes for one simple reason, and that is called limited influence. When you walk off a ledge in Echoes, you still manage to keep control over Samus as she falls as long as you hold the L button. That is not the case in Prime, in which you will be put in the same state as if you were pressing the R button in the air. That is limited influence. You will not be able to fully influence where you fall, and you will sort of have the trajectory that physics will give you. And trust me, this game's physics engine is broken. Right, Reggie here, still trying to get the room to transition to Chapel of the Elders here. Unfortunately, having a bit of trouble to unload the Johto Ice Temple. So, wall crawling, as I've mentioned, is not only hard because of the movement, but also because of the loading stuff as well. These games can only have a maximum of 2 rooms loaded at a time. And if you try to load too much into the game at the same time, this will cause a crash. So you have to be very careful of finding ways to unload and load the right rooms at the right time. This game has either auto loads, which sort of happen when you're close to the door, and load triggers, in which you will have to enter certain invisible boxes in order to start a load of a room. Which is what Reggie seems to be attempting to do at the moment. Having trouble with Aether jumping, because limited influence.
Yeah, well, Aether jumping itself is just a difficult trick to pull off, my friend. You only have a few frame window to input a jump increase.
Yep. You have a 3-frame window as soon as you walk off of the Aether box to input your jump. Yeah, Reggie opting to take the reset instead.
Alrighty. So I've been quiet. I'm trying to think, trying to figure out what the hockey sticks is going on here. I think
I think we'll have a better idea once.
All right, let's see. Well,
once we get bombs.
Yeah. Let's see. Bash is moving through the Hive Chamber A and B loop. That's good. Gets those 2 checks out of the way. You don't need them. We know they're not useful. Actually, no. I think Hive Chamber B has something good. Ice Beam has been sent. So we finally did get the Ice Beam. That A tank. Yeah, it's still all right. Okay. All right, what would I recommend? Echoes has boost ball. I'd say go straight for Sank entrance. But we've already, with Cannonball in hand, I just go through Sank completely. Just do Sank clean up. You know you need Airy, so get that out of the way. That's a long fight.
Yep.
And
also, thank you, Drake, for pointing out the invisible ceiling that I've completely forgotten to mention. But yes, sometimes you will have also wonky invisible collision that just extends so far out of the room for absolutely no reason. It's just, it's Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, that's accurate. You know what our community motto is? If it looks like it can be stood on, you can break it. That's my motto, at least.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what?
Look, if you can stand on it, you can break the game from it.
Okay,
Right?
fair.
Just like Lucarius pointed out here with Echoes, the main reactor. Main reactor,
Oh,
reactor core. Just
well,
stand on
that's...
the...
You know what it is. It's one more incentive to go to Aerie.
Oh, you and your airy.
Oh, would it be used for the snow particles then, Drake? Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. Thank you.
I think what Bash is about to do here is going for Torvis.
Yes, that would not be a bad shout. We have well, Bash has all of his translators at the moment, so
Yeah. All that, and we do have that artifact on Portal Chamber Light hiding in Torvis.
yes.
So we can go get that.
I believe we have a major in Aerie.
If
It could be prime bombs, and at this point,
all right, you know what? Because you said that, I'm gonna do what I say every time I commentate. All right, chat, it's time to play everybody's favorite game. Guess that item. You put down your guess for what item's on Aerie, and whoever gets the closest is gonna win a very special prize.
and yes, we do need boost for Aerie, but boost is logically accessible at the moment because it is in training chamber, and we have supers, spider ball, and boost ball. All right, we do need bombs as well for that. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, so yeah, it's thermal or grav. Ah, no. I forgot about bombs. Well, at least this is a relief for the runners. I don't think it can even be vanilla echoes, because we have found the echo visor. Have we, though? Yeah, no, we didn't. I'm just talking nonsense. No, unfortunately, we already have Phazon suit, KR. Yeah, thank you, Booyah. I think we are all Bash Prime on this special day.
Alrighty, with that being said, I could be completely incorrect, but I think Dace is in go mode. At least just missing his other artifact.
Yeah. Seems to be waiting near Artifact Temple.
He's got everything he needs. He's got Phazon.
Just,
no
bombs.
bomb. Yep, that's it. Dace is going for Prime. Going for, and Ridley as well. Ridley's first. Ridley's always first.
Oh, does Overgrown Cavern require bombs?
I thought Overgrown Cavern was a prime location. It is.
Yeah, it is. And it does. Because in order to logically get there, you cannot do the climb from Frigate Crash Sites. You have to go there from Chozo Ruins, and you absolutely need bombs in order to get there, in order to get through Energy Core and Hall of the Elders, so it will not be a bombless seed. So we still have a chance for... No, we don't have a chance for Aerie because of the training chamber check. Where are bombs?
Well, I can tell you where they're not.
Found. Yes, that's where they aren't.
Funny. All right, chat. Bombless Ridley has pointed out.
Yeah.
And I did want to take this time to mention that, oh, it was a visor that it is confirmed visor on Airy.
Right. Vanilla Echo.
Vanilla Echo. I don't think we need Echo for anything.
No,
do we?
wait, it could be
No.
thermal. It could be thermal, actually.
Oh, well, did it say it was an Echoes or a Prime visor?
It just said a visor.
All right, so it's either thermal, which we don't need, or it's Echo, which we probably don't need.
We have Annihilator, so it will not be logically required for DS4, I believe.
Well, no, in order to get out of Airy, you need Echo.
Well, I mean, in logic in general.
Like, it could put there.
Actually, I'm not sure. I think I do remember Aaron mentioning Annihilator being a substitution for Echoes in the logic, but I should double check that.
Well, while Bilo does that, I do want to point out that Partisan Prime is in Go mode. That's the last SDK over in Phazon Grounds. We're going for game over.
Oh.
Well, this was... Airy is logic... Bilo, you have that information on if Echo is logical with that Annihilator.
Not yet.
All right, well,
I'm getting to it.
All right, while you search for that, we'll stay here then. But no, bombs are not required for any fight for the final. Metroid Prime does not need bombs, and Ridley does not need bombs. So, you are correct. And there's a plasma beam hit.
Oh.
That's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Although we are getting secondary confirmation, bombs are required for logic.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, so checking the logic here with beginner combat, we do have event Dark Samus 3 and 4 after Emperor Ing with Charge Beam and Power Beam and Dark World damage over 1500, any of the following, Echo Visor or Annihilator Beam and Dark Ammo over 26 and Light Ammo over 26. Reading from the data visualizer on Randovania. And given we have Annihilator Beam in our possession, that means Echo Visor is not technically required.
All right, well, we can say goodbye to Airy. I'm sorry, chat.
Unfortunate. Plasma was in Incash 2 of all places.
Yep, Vanilla Sonic Boom Room.
Yep.
The one place nobody checks, but yet 80% of the time has something important on it.
Yep. Always in Cache 2, apparently, and Storage C. Just 2 accursed rooms.
I see what you did there, and I don't like it. Point out that Reggie still doesn't have plasma. Bastion and go to Dark Labs.
And yeah, Dace making quick work of Exo here. Already at Sun Chamber 4, hitting those spicy, well, precision shots right as Exo is charging. Very likely. Manipulating Exo into being stuck in a loop of close quarters combat. So all the little things in order to make this fight go by a little faster. Unfortunately, EXO does not always cooperate. Sometimes in Stud Chamber 4, we will have 2 times animation speed as well. So, yeah.
Licarius pulled off an amazing Emperor Ring 1.
Oh my goodness, yes, I didn't even see it go by.
Yeah, he pulled it off on first round.
Oh, yep. And Licarius making good use of that cannonball on Emperor Ing 2. Such a good quality of life for this fight.
Yeah, I think Bash right now is a little bit lost, checking everything he possibly can.
Yeah, down to Sank Map.
Sank Map, I'm not a fan of that one.
Ooh. Yep. And Licarius making quick work of Emperor Ing 3, thanks to Screw Attack.
Yep.
The most broken item in this game.
Indeed, as with Emperor Ring 3, there is a small hitbox on the underbelly, right near the kneecaps, that accepts massive damage from a Screw Attack frame. So because of that, we're able to abuse it and just Screw Attack the living heck out of this boss.
Yep. And in the meantime, Dacian employing a strange strategy for Essence here. So by doing that, Essence has a set number of animations in between each pool that he's supposed to lay. However, the wounding animation from getting hit by the Phazon beam does cancel any and all animation that is playing. So by rapidly cycling through these animations, we can make this fight go by faster and manipulate Essence into laying another pool much quicker.
You'll point out if with Licarius following on Dark Samus 3 and 4, what we see Licarius doing is a stun lock animation on Dark Samus. By firing a missile at Dark Samus, she's automatically programmed to raise her Phazon shield, and that stops her movement completely. That allows us to use a few frames of that shield lowering before she moves to fire some Dark Beam shots, which is the fastest method of 2 Dark Beams followed by 1 missile. This keeps Dark Samus in an infinite loop and gives us an immediate time of 1:25:37.
Indeed, G.
That's a single G. We're still working on Prime Essence, though.
Yep.
Let's just check over GVO. Green versus Orange still a little bit lost. Although Bash is close to Dark Labs, except we're not going to go through Dark Labs. You're missing it!
You're close, Bash! Come on!
You were close to that plasma beam. But I don't think he got the information for it.
No, I'm pretty sure he did, too.
I don't know if he got the information or not. I want to hope that he didn't. Bash did get the... Did he get the Ice Beam hint? I don't think that Ice Beam hint will even matter.
I don't think he did, but I'm fairly certain he got the
Plasma beam, Bitterwell.
Yeah, Bitterwell hint.
Well, there he goes. Okay.
And there we go. GG on Partners in Crime side.
1:26:39, so that gives a combined time. Of 2 hours 51, or nope, 2:52 combined if we round. So
yeah. And the forfeit from Team Green versus Orange.
Do we have a confirmation on that?
On the race time room, indeed we do.
We do. All right, that's a forfeit. So that makes Partners in Prime today's race winner.
Indeed. And we will have them join us in the booth here in a little moment.
All right, just give us a few minutes. We'll get those invites sent out. But with that being said, hello,
Reggie.
Hello.
Oh, boy, we got Ask. That's a great name. Well, welcome, all four of you.
We have everyone here in the booth. So, first of all, GG's to everyone.
Yeah,
GG's.
What was that seed?
I think the biggest question on everybody's minds is, Prime, what happened to your bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see.
We never found them. Where were they?
We never found
missing
them.
We don't know.
Oh
No
my
one, no one
no.
found bombs.
Oh God.
We
I'm
can
guessing
bomb
they're
this
in. I'm guessing they're dark labs because was it in cache 2? That was the last thing I checked for plasma.
Yeah.
I checked.
Yeah.
I just went to poison bog. Oh no! Sorry, feeding pit and
You
in
went to
cache
feeding
1.
pit.
Those two. So that's annihilator locked plasma.
Wait, so
locked
Dace,
my bombs.
Did you go through lower mines because you didn't have bombs to get back out the front of Central Dynamo?
Yes, I couldn't solve the puzzle
Amazing.
in
Oh
Mimpiviz.
my god, that's
Morph,
insane.
morph ball bomb, venomous pond.
The
No.
the massive?
Oh, that's
like to
terrible.
If it's okay. Wait, where were they?
Venomous
Pond.
pond.
Just chilling in Upper Dark
what?
Torvus. Neither of us went there, I guess.
So
No,
you were
this-
expected. So that hold on. How does that make sense though? Because are you expected? Does beginner expect you to slope jump up the half pipe into Torvis from Aegon?
No, the super
No.
missile
No,
is in
can't.
logic that we got from Prime.
It is?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Your super missile wasn't in a bad spot.
Where was that again?
Reggie
I
said
honestly
it
can't
wasn't.
remember where.
Reggie thought
no,
it was
I didn't say
bomb-locked.
supers.
Yep. Famous
super.
I thought you said it was.
No, not your supers.
Oh my god, did I just misread? Well, I mean,
Oh,
does-
then where
that-
was thermal? Oh no, Thardus is in logic. Is it? No, Thardus can't be in logic.
Yeah, we didn't have
Yeah.
thermal.
No,
We didn't have
thermal.
thermal.
So where is
where did
thermal?
where were Echo supers again?
You know
I
that
don't.
right now.
I don't remember. I think they were in the prime side of things, but
Yeah.
Beyond the restreaming.
I guess I
I'm
didn't
looking
have
at
to
the-
fight Thardus if I had ice.
Oh, I know those.
Then
So,
I could go into
okay,
the
anyway,
back of labs.
like, a
Oh,
lot of
quarantine
these,
monitor.
like a lot of these, like well, monitor, right? That's not. Oh, that's not thermal locked. Okay, so there is an elephant in the room that I need to address because like a lot of like the oh my god like supers were here and like my struggles with like what was logical and what wasn't all snowballed from the reset like that basically cost us.
Oh, you said
at the beginning
something.
because
Yeah.
I got really in my head about the logic and saw supers and light beam in logic. So what my plan was to just get light beam and then come back and do dark aether, which is in hindsight was like a terrible idea. I don't know why I thought this. I think I was banking on, oh, if it's my supers and I can just go immediately into dark labs since I don't have spider
Yeah.
yet. But I was reading it way more complicated than the seed actually was. And that was the wrong assumption to make. But
Yeah.
I did not mean to soft lock the way I did, but I did. And I was extremely upset and I played on tilt, which was why I made so many other, in my mind, grave errors in that like 20-minute span where I forgot to go back and like I forgot to go get my amber after I reset.
Oh, damn.
there was
So
just
a lot of my
bunch little
decision
stuff.
making was just gone, and I was just unfocused.
Yeah.
I wanted to just forfeit. I was so upset that I in the first 10 minutes I'd basically cost us the race because of the
Yeah.
time loss.
yeah.
I can
That-
only
that-
imagine because that was your side, and on my side, nothing had gone wrong, right? Everything has gone pretty much
It's-
perfect, and even I was already like half playing on tilt. Like, what did we miss? What did we forget? Did we hot dog something? Where are these bombs?
So I'm upset because I usually don't throw to this degree this far in the tournament, and I legitimately did not know how to cope with it, and I handled it extremely wrong. And I wish I had been able to conduct myself better and stay focused so that I could at least play. But everything kind of snowballed from there, which is why, like, I feel like I was just going through the motions of the seed until Partners in Prime finished.
No.
So
Yeah.
We toughed it out though.
if
It
you're
was
wondering,
it was a rough
if
start.
anyone is wondering why I made certain decisions that would otherwise not make sense, I was on tilt and I lost the plot on the seed, and it sucks because this is something I wish would happen in like Swiss, where I could refine and be better prepared mentally. But it's quarters against one of the best teams in the tournament, and so
Yeah.
I feel embarrassed. I know it's this. I know that I like realistically, it's how I feel about myself. But I still feel like I wish I could have put on a better performance for it. This being 5th/4th place, depending on who won and lost. and that like, yeah, I wish I was hoping that like it would be like a normal performance where there would at least have been like it where it wouldn't have been immediately obvious in the first 10 minutes like what would have happened.
Yeah,
That is my struggle.
That's
Yeah,
really
that was
unfortunate.
our seed as well when Luca or a hot dog and boost ball. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's been a very stressful situation to be in, and I honestly, I could not imagine myself under all that pressure, under all this this tournament stress. Honestly, Bash, I think you handled this like really well, like a boss. Honestly.
So the one thing that makes me feel better is that the seed also sucked.
Yes,
Oh,
it really did.
Holy.
Also,
Yeah, can I just quickly talk about
As-
like the artifact routing in this, like bombless? It was so bad.
Yeah, we've got
So
to
you had to grab
artifacts.
MQA, but you couldn't go back through Central Dynamo because of the puzzle. So you had to kill OP and like go that way for the MQA artifact. So you had to do the PMT thing with boost, and if you fell down, you just soft lock and reset.
I'm
If
surprised
you
that
like
you
fall
kept it
down
on
in
there.
the thing. Yeah, and then after that, getting main quarry for echoes was also so bad because no bar skip and no gravity. So you had to do reverse mines and then like boost through the elite research thing. If you get stuck there, that's also soft lock.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
not kind at all.
Not at a great time.
Yeah, incredibly well played by you.
Just get bombs. I mean, that's
Just get bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Lucas said
yeah,
like 3 times.
Neither of
Venomous
y'all.
Pond is that like one location that's just awful.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and
really is.
we've also gotten word that Thermal Visor was really nearby. I think it was a Poison Bug. Let me scroll up back up in chat.
That was a missile upgrade for Reggie.
Putrid
so it had to be
Alcove.
oh putrid.
Putrid Alcove, right.
That was all logical.
Rip.
Yep. Yeah.
And also, we could also mention to cheer everyone up, the Vanilla Airy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
That I think that lessened the mental blow a lot for me. Was that was pretty funny.
I was
Yeah.
honestly kind of hoping that was required. I was gonna go do training chamber bombless.
Same. I was just. We
I was
were
like,
all
okay,
like
if this is
waiting.
what has to happen, I'll do it. I will do it.
We were all
Yeah.
there in the booth, in the chat. We were all praying for Airy. KR was praying for Airy. We were devastated by the news when we realized that you needed bombs for training chamber, and I completely forgot and I misled chat entirely on that. That is my bad.
KR, I'm so
Oh,
proud of you.
right. So you can't boost up there. Oh, I didn't even realize that at the time. Rip.
Yeah, you need bombs to activate the elevator to the whatchamacallit, spider ball rail.
Yeah. Right. So it can't be. Unfortunate.
And also Cannonball on OP. That was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of Randovania. We're gonna say that.
Yeah, Baja, you're fired and effective immediately.
I second that.
I think someone should contact Captain about Underground Tunnel. Let him know what happened.
Oh, true.
Tell him
Yeah.
what he's caused. This is his fault.
This
When
is,
in
oh yeah,
doubt,
hashtag
blame
blame Baja. I said that in
Blame
the race plan.
There we go.
You
Yep,
did.
blame Baja. That's our
hashtag blame Baja.
that's the hashtag for today's race.
Yeah, we were wondering who was getting cancelled. Well, now we have a pretty clear idea.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Yeah, it turns out I'm really good if I can at least make it past the first 10 minutes. If I'm past that, we're golden. We're good. It's
Yeah.
it's good. And then I decide, oh, light beam, so I can just go all the way back and have supers that weren't even mine.
A little, little
that was-
concerned with your Sand Canyon play. That was a little interesting to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I'm just like, what am I doing? It was such the wrong decision.
Yeah, but in the
Well,
moment, that
I did it
definitely-
because it wasn't Sand Cantian.
Nice.
Okay, you know what?
I'm Bash Prime.
we're all Bash Prime on this very special day.
Velo, you and your puns have gone too far.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. The racers can cheek them out on the.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna talk about this later.
What do you mean later?
Oh, you heard me.
Good.
Moving on. I guess with that, is there anything either of you four would like to say to your wonderful viewers here, or anything you'd do differently?
GG's to Partners in Prime. Thank you to the Speed Gaming staff. Good luck with the emotional damage from potentially entering a grand finals.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We're playing for
Yeah,
fun,
we're
not
free.
for fun.
Yeah.
The stress
No.
is on.
And yeah, GG's to you
two
guys.
You two are amazing, and
Thank you.
Top 4 at the very least doesn't surprise me. So, good luck. It's a heck of a bracket going forward, but it should be pretty amazing. So,
Thank you so much. And both of you are absolutely incredible runners. So even though you got knocked out here, please remember that you are some of the greatest runners out there. So you did your very best, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's-
absolutely. I will second Lucarius on that.
I'll third. Indeed, everyone here does a great job. We all have our bad days, but
there's
just lets us continue.
Sorry, there's one more thing I want to mention. Shouts to Reggie for this entire tournament having to wall crawl without bombs for so much of the race. All the races we've done.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I don't know.
It's great
It's the
practice.
GDQ curse.
It's an incredible amount of support.
GDQ
It's
curse.
stuck with me.
And shoutouts to Dace by extension for having to do the same thing.
Yeah.
This race.
These darn seeds, yeah.
And I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling bombs.
Heck you, Randovania.
But yeah, no, shout out to everybody involved in this tournament. It's been really, really amazing.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Speaking of which, shout outs to our commentary today. Thank you so much for providing us with the amazing commentary.
Yeah, on an 8-minute warning as well. That was good.
Yeah, true.
You know, I had nothing better to do. It is 2 a.m. for me at the moment, though, so,
Oh, come on. You can never turn down commentating with little old me now. It always turns into a good event.
I can't. You're right.
I know. All right. With that being said, if there's nothing else for me, anyone here, thank you once again to Speed Gaming for hosting us. As always, it's wonderful. We'll have the information for our runners' commentary on our staff below in your Twitch chat, and for our upcoming race, February the 18th, in just a few days following this Sunday, we'll have PVC Pipe versus Nicey at 3:00 Eastern Standard. Be sure to stay tuned for that. With that being said, I don't think we have anything else to keep us postponed here, so we'll see everyone in the next mission.
Indeed. See you all next mission.
See you.
I'm Uncle Reggie.
And
And
I'm
Ash
Ash
Prime.
Prime.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, y'all.